Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're doing another tier list. And I'm just using a template here. And I don't know why they're trying to be all fancy about this. So, we're doing an Elden Ring boss tier list. And I feel like already it looks like it's kind of lacking, you know? A little bit, might be a little bit lacking here, if you know what I mean. But, that said, we're still going to do it. We're gonna rank whatever the hell is here. So first we have the Ancestor Spirit, right? It's like a big deer dude. He's a side boss, but he's very cool. He has all right. Let me crack open this monster for this one because he's got this boss. This first boss on this list here absolutely has easily the best soundtrack in the entire game, and that keeps him at A rank because he's easy. But when I first walked into that boss room, oh my lord, my jaw was actually like, a fucking cartoon character tongue rolled out like a red carpet for that soundtrack. Holy shit. This guy, I don't remember what this guy is called, but I do remember fighting him. He wasn't hard. He was memorable because he was weird, but it wasn't hard. His music was alright. I mean, there's not a bad song for any of the bosses here. So we're gonna go ahead and put him at C because like the only reason I remember him was because of how he looks. All right, now I'm gonna say it. When I did the Dark Souls one, they added the names of the bosses, and that made my life a lot easier because it is a little difficult to really truly see what's going on here, right? So I see down here we've got two Moogs. You know, I actually didn't fight one of them, so we're gonna go ahead and assume that this one's the one I didn't fight because I didn't fight the one down under Lendell yet. But I did fight the other one in the Moog Dynasty area, and that one was an A tier just because Moog is such a neat character. He's just like very charismatic. Lots of yelling going on. Lots of vocalization. Very cool opening cutscene. A very cool opening cutscene. Um, so we're gonna jump around a little bit here, right? So we've got the Magic Knight boy or girl, whose name escapes me. They're also a C rank boss. They're a good boss, but they're fine, But whatever. Um, we've got the two gargoyles. I'm gonna throw them down at D. I only threw this Moog down at D to clarify because I haven't fought him yet, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just put him up there with the other Moog because he's probably just as much fun to fight. But yeah, these gargoyles, I didn't like it. I didn't like that fight. I'm gonna do the same thing with all of the god skins that I see because, like, they're really, really not easy, but they're also not fun. Like, so we'll, as we clear this list out here and fill out the board itself a little more, you'll see that there's bosses on here that are really fucking hard, but great because they're a lot of fun. Learning them is satisfying, but there's a lot of bosses on here that are really fucking hard and they're not great. We have the second version of the Ancestor Spirit. That one's a little harder, but it's not too much harder. The fight does take a little bit longer because it has healing mechanics. I don't recall if the first one had healing mechanics. We've got the wolf in the Rhea Lucaria Academy. I'm gonna give him a B rank. He's like a nice callback to the Sif fight. He's fun and fast paced and engaging, but not terribly difficult necessarily. Um, Not exactly easy either. He's a little squishy, but Here we've got the Magma Worm. That's going to be a D rank for me. The Magma Worm was just not an interesting boss in my opinion. He could have been so much cooler. Mimic tier is I'm going to put him at D rank because I don't like mirror matches all that much. And also because if you take off all your equipment and walk into the boss room, you can literally stand there and re-equip everything, and it becomes the easiest boss in the game. So the fact that it's mechanically that easy to cheese, I don't really enjoy that. I mean, it's funny the first time you do it, but after that, and the first time you see a video of somebody with three friends all naked boxing with it is funny, but it wears off quickly. Um, what do we want to do next? The giant, the fire giant. We're gonna put him up at A because his cutscenes are cool. He's a neat boss. He's challenging, not terribly difficult, but challenging. You know, we got this dude down at the Southern Castle. God, I haven't played Elden Ring in a while, so I don't remember their names. Anyway, I'm putting him at C rank because he's difficult for the point in the game he's at, but uh not the worst ever. Um, I do remember this guy. This guy right here up in his fucking castle with his goofy pirates peg leg thing going on that has lightning and stuff and his little phantom soldiers. He's a C rank boss. He's hard and he's fun, but like I don't like the ads. He's a fun and interesting boss to fight. The ads are stupid because he just adds like shadow versions of difficult NPCs from the area, difficult enemies for the area, and like, for why? What's the point? Like, what's the purpose? So it felt arbitrarily more difficult. This guy right here, I'm gonna drop him down to D rank. I don't remember his name. I don't really remember a whole lot about his fight. It wasn't super memorable or super fun, but it was a good fight. We've got Radon over here. I'm gonna give him an A rank or an S rank. I'm sorry. Radon is one of the best fights, one of the best boss fights that I think From Software has ever put together. Period. Not just in this game. And I'm gonna do the same thing for Malekith, because Malekith is easily one of the best boss fights in this entire game. I know there's a lot of debate on like the Reddit and stuff about whether or not he's fair or whatever, but who cares? Who cares? Right? So that's the thing. And we're going to go ahead and put Millennia up there because I know that that'll make somebody cry somewhere, but she's actually my favorite boss in the game. I think she's the best boss in the game. I had the most fun fighting her. She was the most challenging for me. She didn't feel unfair at any point, though. And, once I kind of started getting her figured out, I was like, okay, I can move with this. I can groove with this. We're fucking doing things now. Hell yeah. So, yeah. Hilariously, I have fucking... I have all kinds of tabs of random shit open. Disregard my tabs and my 3 or 4 Elden Ring tabs. I was doing something in Elden Ring. I don't close tabs very often, so that's why there's like 4 YouTube tabs. You probably can't see those behind my face, but yeah. Anyway, what the hell are you? I can't even really tell what this guy is at all. Here we've got, I think it was Plasudasax was the dragon with originally 5 heads. He's A, or S. He's an easy S rank. He's an extremely awesome fight. Not super hard. Very fucking cool. Very, very fucking cool. Ranala, I'm going to put her at B rank because she's easy. Her first phase is gimmick. It's a gimmick fight, but like... the atmosphere is very, very cool. They did a really good job on actually having a gimmick fight that's not hard, but the gimmick doesn't suck. Like, they went for an atmospheric gimmick over all else, and they pulled it off. The execution was great on this one. And then the phase 2 hits. She becomes noticeably more difficult because it is just a straight up fight with her, and she's not necessarily hard. She's very squishy, but god damn it, can she fuck you up. So, she has access to some very, very good moves that will just absolutely fucking ruin your day. Rykard, Together, we will put you in A. Rykard is another gimmick boss, done right. Rykard is what the Yorm fight in Dark Souls 3 should have been. It's the same gimmick, but again, they did a better job of it this time around. It's like the Yorm fight was like a prototype to this idea of having a unique weapon art that is required to make a certain boss easy. Rykard is much more engaging to fight than what's his face? Yorm is though. So yeah. I don't really remember fighting this blue guy down here. Honestly though. So let's go ahead and get the ones I don't really remember. I can't really tell. Who the fuck are you? Obviously you weren't terribly memorable because I don't remember what the fuck you look like or who you are. So you were clearly not terribly memorable. So fucking D rank, I guess. This blue guy obviously wasn't terribly memorable, so I'll put him in D rank. Who are you? Who are you? Shout out to my Way of the Samurai fans. Alright. I think we kind of know. So we got Ratagon here. Ratagon, we'll go ahead and put him up to A. That was a cool fight. A very cool fight. You mean to tell me you didn't get an achievement for Ratagon? Okay. Horalu, S. S tier. He's bringing the smackdown, baby. Who the fuck are you? And this is one of these guys is the dragon that you fight. I think it's this guy is the dragon you fight after doing the deathbed quest. He's a pretty easy B rank. He's not nearly as cool as the other dragon, but easy A rank out of our boy here. Margaret is incredible. An incredible fight. Very, very hard early game skill check. He is like... So I heard you play Dark Souls. This isn't Dark Souls, bitch. So, okay, I figured out who this is. This is Godric. Godric, I'm actually going to put on S. I know that might be controversial for some people, because Godric isn't hard, and I'm not going to sit here and act like he is. But the lore is interesting, right? And his dialogue is... His opening cutscene is one of the best cutscenes for a boss in gaming. Just... in my opinion, he's just very fucking cool. I believe this is Margot, and if that's the case, that's going to be an A rank as well. We're going to assume that it is, because I can't fucking see clearly. They use little achievement markers, and I can't see what the fuck's going on. So, and last, but simply not least, we have Godfrey, who's also an A rank fight. Not terribly difficult, not super memorable, but fun. Lots of fun. So, Elden Ring boss list. Elden Ring boss tier list for the achievement bosses, I guess. So, yeah. Agree, disagree, discuss. Do what you gotta do, I guess. I'm sure some people will be surprised to see how many bosses made their way down to D, and people probably won't be surprised at how many bosses made their way up to A, or S even. But I'm sure there will be disagreements about my placement of a few of these bosses, and that's fine. But, you know, one of the main criteria that I look at when I'm doing these tier lists is my own opinion. So, you know, it's for entertainment. I'm trying to entertain you guys. You know, create a discussion over stuff that, you know, we all have a mutual enjoyment of. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next one. I think I might do a couple more of these tier lists. And I'm still running Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine. I'm just not recording it anymore because I don't know how much more entertaining I can make doing the exact same thing every 10 seconds for 20 minutes in a row or 10 minutes at a time or anything like that. So So this is gonna be like a thing. Plus, obviously, I've been gone for a while. I didn't even address that. I've been gone for a little while because I just ran 11 days straight at work. So I'm very strapped for time lately. Stuff should normalize, and I should have a little more time moving forward. So in theory, well, we'll see. It should kind of come back to normal a bit. I'm gonna get the videos I can get, and then that'll be that. So anyway, that's that one. I'll see you all in the next one. Farewell.